As of late July, 245 Chinese companies were listed in the U.S. with a market capitalization of 12.3 trillion yuan. 107 of these had a market cap of below 1 billion yuan, and 23 of them had a market cap exceeding 100 billion yuan. Well, the top 5 in terms of market cap were Alibaba, China Mobile, Pinduoduo, JD.com, and China Life Insurance. 165 are listed on the NASDAQ and 75 on the New York Stock Exchange. And now to further discuss this, let me bring in our guest, Mr. Li Yong, Senior Fellow at the China Association of International Trade. Always great to have you on our program, Mr. Li. Now, if the new legislation is implemented, how will it affect the plans of Chinese companies that want to list in the U.S.? Will Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Shenzhen stock exchanges view this as an opportunity to further attract China's most innovative companies?
Well, I think the Chinese companies that have planned to get listed in the U.S. stock exchanges will have to reconsider their plans. They either have to comply, for example, or they will have to think about alternative listing opportunities like in Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong. And those three bourses have recently made changes and reforms to make them attractive. And as a matter of fact, some of the companies is now being that are being listed in the U.S. stock exchanges are now having their secondary listings as a kind of a safety net. And I think those three will demonstrate their advantages. For example, close to home and the friendlier market environment. I think those will be. I think the Americans will actually. They are providing opportunities for the three to compete with American stock exchanges. Back to you.
Yeah, the Trump administration has been critical of Washington's economic and trade relations with Beijing, saying that China has been taking advantage of the U.S. in many areas. It claims it's been trying to rebalance their relationship over the past few years. Will things change in the near future?
Well, I think we will have to wait and see because we don't really have a lot of information about Biden's China strategy as a whole. But I think the general direction of the U.S. policy on China will not really change much. But the only change that might be the approach that Biden is going to adopt. That is going to be different from the erratic behavior of Donald Trump. And in terms of trade policies, I think recently Trump said that he's not going to make immediate moves on the tariffs and phase one agreement, which means the tariffs of 25%, for example, is going to stay in place for some time, and phase one agreement is going to be there for some time. But what is going to happen after that, we will have to wait and see.
All right. Thank you for analysis, Mr. Li Yong.